You need to lose it.
You bastards! You all will pay!
Finish your choking now!
Anymore.
I know I've been saying it for a long time, but it's definitely the definitely part of the plan is to get a new one. And I got somebody making
I have
it.
a new one,
Yeah.
but I barely touch it because I only use it for the reasons of if I don't like feel comfortable with other people and stuff in this avatar right now, then I'll switch to it. The humanoid
Yeah,
one, but
yeah.
it's more of a
Just trying to get comfortable. And yeah, it's a long process. It definitely is. Like in that one world, I was using Seth Rogen, and speaking of which, I want to know what was going on in that video, the one where you're freaking out on the ground and dying.
I usually like to act in a way and such. Like for example, like I'm somebody that wants to voice act, let alone act in himself and all that stuff. So what I did that day, because I've actually had the emote where I just made myself completely and utterly fat. It's just like I would put myself in that character. I usually like to act like fat bastard in Austin Powers. So this like, it's kind of funny why I just kind of
Yeah.
put that out there.
I love.
I just try to, just have fun with all the people around me and stuff. Just generally run around. I would just flip out that avatar like within like seconds, and then just started like really messing with people and just started having fun with it. People just freak out when they start seeing it. It's like, dude, oh my god, it's hilarious. It's like the reactions that I get from people are just quite freaking like subliminal, like they just don't see it happening. It's like, oh shit, oh no, and they had to run away. So like they just don't know, and when they see me running at them, and it's like I either run at the like half the speed, usually the walking speed of the VR character and all that stuff, and just act like I'm huffing and puffing like Eric Cartman from South Park. So it's just hilarious when people start seeing that. It's like I just pull it all out.
Oh yeah, you're talking
hilarious.
about the episode Terrence and Phillip movie where they're trying to go find a house where they can watch Terrence and Phillip, and he's all run up behind, hey, okay, okay. Or whenever he's doing the
Yeah, exactly,
yeah,
exactly that actually.
or whenever he tries out for the Special Olympics. That's a good one.
And it's like with me, I want to voice act. I can actually personally actually pull a couple of like different voices from like Rick and Morty. Like I can do somewhat Rick, not the best impression. Morty I can a little bit. Mr. Poopy Butthole, most likely the best I can actually do so far, and I do also like Mr. Meeseek. Look at me.
I love Mr.
It's just
Meeseeks.
hilarious. I love Rick and Morty. Yeah, the Rick and Morty series is actually one of the best series I actually genuinely love because it's just futuristic. It's full as just generally something you don't normally would see in like normal cartoons and stuff. So I'm kind of happy to have that in my generation. So like something I can relate to, which is kind of funny.
Right. You like doing voices a lot. How long you been doing that?
Why I do these voices is because of the fact, not only because I suffer through like what this is my saying, by the way. This is how I say, like I suffer through depression, but like by changing my depression to insanity by having fun with my insanity. Just basically losing my mind, having fun with it, and that's pretty much how I do it. And I can do like just like I don't know, like I guess you could see me as like a psychopath in a way in my own mind. Then I will end up just like pulling out characters or some sort that I actually have seen, and with my voice that is capable of doing so, I will literally try to put myself in like characters, I guess you could say. It's weird, but it's just like the entertainment of my intent, just entertaining my insanities by doing that.
So entertaining your insanity. I mean, why would you say that? Why would you say that you're kind of insane? That you just kind of live life on the edge, or what exactly do you mean by that?
I've suffered mentally, physically, and emotionally throughout my life because I have gone through so much abuse that had led me to where I'm at right now. And it's just like like I don't want to say the loss of my mom, but the divorce that happened between my mom and my father, which I currently live with my father because my father had proved my mother was an unfitting parent. So therefore, my father kept me and my brother, but did not stop the cycle of all the insanity I had suffered through, basically through my grandparents, my cousins, my uncles, just everybody that was in my family that just messed with me. And for some person like me that had went to special ed classes and stuff, being bullied throughout my whole life, basically, it's just like I got the shit end of the stick, and it's like that was my life. And it continued out all the way, possibly just to right about fucking at age 28. And things have drastically changed for the better for me, which I'm very happy for. It's just I've suffered so long, and just now finally finding the resting point of my life where I can actually enjoy my life and just be happy. But even with happiness comes with the sacrifices of me having the time, being able to have fun with friends and all that stuff. So that is a huge sacrifice. Now that I have a job, I drive, I've basically got everything that I needed. It's just now the last thing I really need, but sentimentally wise, it's actually understandable that I have to buy myself my own vehicle, which is going to be freaking hard because I do make good money. It's just trying to figure out, because I want a good brand new vehicle that will last me, hopefully, if I take care of it wise, 20 years from now. Freaking that'd be great, finally get that fully paid off and stuff. But the better part of it is because even though with this house that I'm living in, and this mainly where all my problems started being left in this house and stuff, because I still remember every I could explain it. It's just I remember every mental freaking event that ever happened, and it's it's best to just leave this place, which what we're trying to do is move out of this house, because this house is just filled with very, very bad memories. So we're trying to get a new house, and it is so that's why VR chat right now is just the only way to escape that reality is just by going into VR.
I understand that. It can be very, very. It's a good release coming into VR chat. I mean, you get all these opportunities to go places and do things and spend time with people you would never normally meet. And you got all your friends on here, and you can go play Murder, or you can go play Among Us, or other games where you got to find the killer, or you can go flying around on Spider-Man maps or Grand Theft Auto maps or fun stuff like that. Just sit out and chill, make jokes, dance, do pole dancing, go to strip clubs. Well, not actual strip clubs, but the ones where they dance around the pole clubs. I don't know. I don't really go to those much anymore.
I've been there. I've been to this. I think if I remember, which I also kind of forgot and left out, I got robbed of my childhood.
Oh,
and it's
shit.
Just, thanks. Yeah, that's why, which I'm gonna, kind of go back to, we had a very bad PC, a very bad gaming PC and stuff. It wasn't even a gaming PC. I didn't even have a graphics card. It was just an old Dell PC.
Yeah.
Basically, me and my brother, we used to play the holy shit at consoles. I moved from console to PC, and that's when I ran because this is something I was actually having on my mind all day, even though I knew I was having this interview with you and all that stuff. I don't know if it was this one game called Brute Force, I think it's called, where you just had so much fun, hanging out with a squad where you're going to do missions or something like that. It's even though you're saving people and all that stuff, and you get these interactions from the NPCs and all that stuff, is you're saving them and all that stuff, but generally at the end is who's gonna save you? And that's why I hated it because there was no interaction at all. It's just you knew they were NPCs, they were lifeless, they had nothing to say directly if there was a question or something like that, just some conversation you could have while walking with your friend and all that stuff. but that was just an AI based game.
Yeah.
That's when I came across a game called IMVU. Very limited that my PC was capable of doing. I don't know if you know what it is, do you?
Yeah, I have a pretty basic
Yeah,
understanding of it, but maybe you can explain it for people who don't know what it is.
IMVU is another word for instant message virtual you. You get to create your own avatar through basically the entire body, which would basically people do in Blender, but this one you just basically buy the object to either make your head bigger, smaller, just the whole body. Just you change it throughout the entire like shop. So basically you get to like, you don't actually talk to people. There's these nodes you would actually just like straight up like click just to get closer to people, or the chairs that you can click on. But like that's what it was. It was a text message, little based virtual app, and that's when I liked how I could actually communicate and like read text. It's just the only way to interact with life in a small environment that I lived in, which was that house.
Yeah.
And then like that's when like, because I wanted to find a place I can call home. IMVU was kind of like that, and then like soon down the line I got bored of it and I moved on to something more fast paced, which the PC started slowly, gaining up in like in quality, like in like graphics card ways, like faster. So like Gary's Mod started to become my home, playing that game called TTT, Trouble in Terrorist Town. That was the funnest fucking game. I remember like I finally found like a server that I enjoyed. I put my time and like even like a little bit of money to help keep the server up and stuff, whatnot. Like the servers like I would run into, they were amazing. Like,
Oh yeah.
but like because the like to point out, like because the like I guess my mentality, I don't know, just insanity that I kept going through and all that stuff. Like I guess I used that energy to play video games, which later on down the line, because how well I played on such a bad computer, all that stuff, people thought I was hacking,
Yeah.
which was hilarious. Because like I'm not, like I am very like for example in real life, when it comes to objectives, I take them very, very serious. Even when people mess with me, I take them very serious, which could also hurt me too. So I gotta watch out for that stuff. That's really something else on me when people do that. And that's why I can't take a joke. I really can't. I just wish I could understand one's mind, but like I generally only understand mine more than I do understand others. And that's what makes it even harder for me to actually, I guess, like be friends with people that I just don't understand.
Like
So like
you're talking about like social issues, right? How like you don't really
yeah,
Get,
antisocial, yeah.
like
I don't
body
understand
language
one's
and
mind.
emotions and facial expressions and stuff like that, or is it something different?
I actually cannot grasp like the subject of one's emotions and their mindset or their body emotions. So it's really hard to determine like what their input is. Basically, like trying to understand them by like sometimes like I could pick up some stuff off of them when they're doing like something, maybe a little bit, but like entirely I just don't. I mean, even if in VR chat too, also it's really hard to pick up one's tone or like body language, because like it's just like hard to really pick up like anything like at all. Like, it's hard to pick up, and usually I'm afraid to do something wrong. So this is why I'm like always neutral. Like I just like don't be as loud anymore. I don't like to be like I don't want to force people. I don't want to be like I don't know how to explain it, like myself in VR chat. Even though this is the best place to like really be myself, it's really hard to be myself when I can't understand other one's minds without hurting them or without them hurting me. And it's just like I don't know, and it's such a bad crossover between me and the individual that we could actually even remotely even be friends. Like I do have my chill side, but it depends whether if like I'm tired or I'm hungry or something like that. Just generally just trying to be there.
So you saying that sometimes it makes it difficult for you to be around people?
Well, it's not that. Well, I guess you could say also that too. Like, there is some people that I just can't be like like present next to them. Like this, the annoyance for some reason it just like tackles my brain. Is like I don't know what to feel about that. It's like generally I just want to get away from those people that just make my brain go like to shit. Like fuck, I just can't think straight or something. I don't know. It's like an anger like annoyance that you just have with somebody that through their voice or just through like how they speak. Like I've had that have done to me, and I've had that done to other people and stuff. Like just their voices just like kind of irritatedly pissed me off. Like fucking goddamn, I can't be near that person. It's like it's because
Right.
like there's like when it comes to me like playing like objective games and all that stuff. Like I'm very serious. Like I want to fucking kill and destroy and win. But when you hear like their voice every time, like man, you know, like just like every time they died, and they just complained about everything, and it's like, oh my god, there's only so much pain tolerance I can have against them.